What's going on, everybody? All right, I don't want to spend a ton of time in this video today because, there's just a few things I want to talk about from last night's Game 2 loss to the Washington Capitals. And I guess I'll start with this Cole Caulfield non-call cross-check to the face because it's certainly making the rounds. It's certainly raising a lot of questions about the refereeing, and there's been 2 cross-checks to Brendan Gallagher's face, now a third to Cole Caulfield's face that hasn't been called. This is not just about calls against the Canadiens. I don't care what sweater the team is wearing. I don't get how, if you look right here, the referee could not possibly have a better view. Actually, he would have had a better view on the other side if he would have seen Dowd actually cross-check Caulfield from the right angle. But I don't get it. I just don't understand why it's not being called. And I will say this, that Eric Engels did do a great job this morning. Actually, this is an interview from Washington this morning at the Canadiens hotel. Quote, "Can you take advantage of the way the series is being called?" Marty, in response, says, quote, "I mean, it's tough." He said, "You toe that line. I'm watching other games too. It's hard. I feel like we've done a decent job, but you've still got to be careful crossing the line. How much do you help and how much does it hurt? You can't be killing penalties, especially early in the game. You know you're going to have to kill penalties, but you've got to toe that line." Follow-up question from Engels. "Would cross-checking someone in the face be over that line?" St. Louis in response, "I would think so." Cole Caulfield, as you saw there, was very, very upset. You don't see the guy get upset very often, but he was livid that there was no call. Clearly, the cross-check was to his face. There was not a single call. It's late in the game. The Canadiens are pushing to try to tie it, and there's no call. It's frustrating. Now, there was also a non-call on Patrick Laine tripping. Here it is. It's an obvious non-call. Why are they missing these calls? How are they missing these calls? It doesn't make sense. That's where I'm at in terms of the refereeing. I just don't understand it at this point. I'm not getting it. I know it's playoffs, but it's 2 different games. The NHL is the most inconsistent refereed sport, major sport that I've ever seen from regular season to playoffs. Maybe I'm biased because that's pretty much all I watch for the most part. It's hockey and maybe some football, but I'm just not understanding it. So somebody help me out here, because I think in Game 3, the Canadiens have a very good chance to really turn this series in their favor in terms of at least getting 1 win, because I really feel like we're going to see a different Canadiens team. We're going to see a different Canadiens team in Game 3. And yes, it does start with Arber Xhekaj. Now is the time. Now is the time to insert Arber Xhekaj. You've lost the first 2 games. Everything you've tried to do in terms of defensively, offensively, having physical pushback, it hasn't been enough. It just hasn't been enough. The Canadiens are still getting bullied out there physically. It's men versus boys. Fact. It's men versus boys. Josh Anderson is fighting back. That's it. Like, it's not just about inserting Xhekaj for that, but you need that element to give the Canadiens some respect. They deserve some respect for themselves. Now, I want to say this about Slavkovsky, because I don't usually put a whole lot into post-game interviews because players are vulnerable. We saw how emotional Slavkovsky was last night. It's upset at himself a lot for how he played, not physical enough, even though he had 3 registered hits. But what I liked from Slavkovsky, he's 21 years old. He's a kid, but to recognize and just be raw and emotional and just true to himself, I think that spoke volumes. Taking responsibility on himself and saying how, let's just roll the clip here.
Yeah, obviously they're playing hard. We know what way they want to play. We just need to play harder, and we didn't do that. Everyone in here got to be better. It starts with me and then everyone else. So yeah, we got to show a different type of energy, different type of game on Friday at home. Heavy hockey, just the way I want it. Just gotta be better.
Is the physicality bigger than higher than what you were expecting? What's it like to play?
No, it's not more than I expected. It's exactly what I expected. I just gotta play more physical myself and gotta be better.
Slavkovsky was not surprised by the physicality of the playoffs, not one bit. He expected it. He wanted it. It's here. And now he's been through 2 playoff games. Going back home, they need to be a different team at home. They need to play better, but it starts with him. This 21-year-old kid being the first overall pick, taking as much responsibility as he is, that's maturity. I love to see that from him. I think that press conference really having to face the music, having to face the cameras when you're just emotionally really upset, probably that you didn't help your teammate as well. I don't know if Slav was right near Caulfield when he got cross-checked, and I think Slav was ultimately trying to go back and follow the play, but I think he was upset for a lot of reasons, maybe at himself there. I don't know if it was because he didn't stand up for Cole. But Xhekaj's going to come in. We know Slavkovsky and Xhekaj are buddies. We saw them come in at the beginning of their careers, but Xhekaj's going to come in and he's got to make a difference, not just physically, but on the ice as well. So David Savard had the least amount of time played along. Jaden Strubel's ice time was not that far off from David Savard's, but why not try Strubel and Xhekaj? I just think it's time. You have to bring Xhekaj in. You got to give him a chance to be a factor in the series now. You cannot wait any longer. It needs to happen now. I think everybody, including Marty St. Louis, knows it. I think he knows it. That's what I believe. Patrick Laine being benched in the third period. Another thing that needs to happen, Demidov on the first power play in it. It's also got to happen. It's been long enough. Laine's predictable. He's losing the puck. He's coughing it up the other way. I'm not sure what the issue is. I did see got hit into the boards. It was a knee on knee. It was a dirty hit. I thought I can't even remember who it's from. I don't really care. So I'm not sure if it's partially due to the fact that Laine's not 100%, but you're not seeing enough from him. And on the power play, he's predictable. It's really boring to watch. It's actually I told you guys in person. I saw him in Buffalo. He's uninspiring watching live in person. I don't know what his problem is, but if he doesn't recognize that he's a big part of the problem, then don't even wait till next year. Just go. Grow up and just do your thing. I don't know where he's at in terms of physically. I don't know. It's just we're all kind of frustrated with the way he's been playing. They got to make a change, another change on the power play. They got to deploy Demidov. We heard from Tony Marinaro last night on the Sick podcast. Newhook looked free as a winger last night, being put on the wing with Demidov and Jake Evans, I think it was, right? Like it was good. It worked. Newhook is probably more of a winger. He's not finishing his chances. We know the chance that he got on that pass from Armia. But here's my last question about what other change the Canadiens might consider making. You guys may not like it, but for how little Yoel Armia was also used in the third period last night, do you not try maybe Michael Pezzetta in this lineup? I think he deserves a chance at a playoff game. Pez plays physical. He finishes every check, and that's exactly what you need in the playoffs. That's something you need in your game. You're not matching well enough against Washington's physical play. You need Pezzetta, you need Xhekaj, you need Anderson, you need Slavkovsky. That's 4 guys that you could help this team play more physical and have a response in that sense. Offensively, Marty's got to figure something out with this team for them to get more scoring chances. And the Dvorak, Anderson, and Gallagher line, hats off to them. They deserve every bit that they're getting, and that's why they got the ice time that they did. So that's my take on that. That's pretty much all I got. So what do you guys think? I mean, Thompson played good last night. Montembeault is also playing well. So it's not on Montembeault. He's playing fantastic right now. Absolutely very pleased with him. What changes do you want to see? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. That's all I got for you for right now. Game 3, I won't be able to do a live stream. Unfortunately, I just can't make it. I got a hockey game myself I got to be at. So I got to be there for my teammates. I'm not going to be doing a live stream Friday. I'm sorry. But I will be doing a post game after Game 3. No questions asked. First home game with a full building in the Bell Center since 2017. I will be there. I will see you guys after the game. Leave your thoughts down below. Go Habs, go. Don't give up on this team. It ain't over till it's over. This team has a lot of growing to do in this short series, and yes, they can still win it. I don't care. I took them in 7. I'm not going to bail on them. I know. I don't care. I'm not betting against this team anymore, whether the chances are good that they win this series or not. Leave a comment down below. Hit like. Hit subscribe. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Cheers. Oh, and my Demidov jersey came in. It's in the mail. Officially in the mail now, but the stitching's been done. So that's a positive. We'll take that.